When the XTERRA World Cup touched down in the mountain bike mecca of Quebec, it was the crashes, comebacks and mechanicals that defined the fifth stop of the series. But there's surely plenty more drama to come, with athletes now facing the gauntlet of the season's two biggest events back to back to decide the series. Stay tuned for a look back at how it happened in Quebec and what lies ahead at the European Championships up next in the Czech Republic. Quebec was easily one of the most anticipated stops of the 2024 circuit, with the world-class trails of Empire 47 delivering two tailor-made courses that promised big air, fast racing and just enough tech to keep athletes on their toes throughout. Felix Frissier and Solène Bilwan arrived as the series leaders, both in with a chance to lock the series down with a double win. It was the best possible start for the French pair, with the power of world champion Solène Bilwan going completely uncontested throughout the entire short track race. Felix Frissier had his work cut out for him in the fast-paced format, but once he found the front of the race on the bike, the Frenchman got to work and never looked back. It was in the full distance race where the drama began. The most anticipated battle of the women's race came to a grinding halt, with Elise Patiez ending her race with a broken chain early on during the bike. The men's battle only grew in size and speed, with 10 riders all within 90 seconds of each other after the first bike lap. In the end, it was Arthur Serrières who silenced the doubters with one of the best comeback stories of the series, whilst Jens Emil Sloth Nielsen proved that he has what it takes to beat the only man above him in the series. A double win for Solène Bilwan hammers yet another nail in the series' coffin, with the world champ now far enough ahead to turn her focus to defending her title later this year. But the race for the remaining two steps on the podium is heating up, with Mendito, Patiez and Zenda all just one good race away from moving up the rankings. With Serrières and Sloth Nielsen denying Felix Frissier the points he needed, the men's series is far from over. It will take near-perfect racing from Sloth Nielsen to achieve the impossible, but after finishing in front of the Frenchman for the first time in a full-distance race, the Dane will no doubt be up for the challenge. Just 4 races across 2 stops now stand between the series podium and those looking to claim their place on it, beginning with the double-feature European Championships in the Czech Republic. XTERRA Czech is the oldest race on the XTERRA circuit and the spiritual home of XTERRA Short Track. Hosting the region's biggest race for the third time in its history, it will be the bronze waters of Kitski Lake and flowing trails of Sumava Mountains that will decide who takes the lion's share of the 175 points. The racing begins with arguably the biggest race outside of the World Championships, with not only the 100 series points on the line, but for the Europeans, a chance to become the XTERRA European champion. The full distance race kicks off with the 3-lap 1500 metre swim in Kitski Lake. With an Australian exit after each lap, there is plenty of opportunity for the technical swim specialists to eke out some early advantage. The bike course is a 33-kilometre point-to-point adventure through an ever-changing Czech landscape. From old forest tracks carved through years of history to a modern-day bike park nestled in the foothills of the town, this course will test the full arsenal of any rider. A 2-lap, 10.5-kilometre trail run with technical trails bookended by fast tarmac in town sets the stage for a furious finish in the iconic town square of Prachatice. With less than 24 hours to recover, athletes will head back to Kitski Lake for the chance to add another 75 points to their tally in the fan favourite short track race. It was here in Prachatice where short track racing began in 2019, and fans will undoubtedly show up in numbers as the spectacle returns. 400 metres in the water gets the race started, followed by 7.6 kilometres on the purpose-built short-track bike course before a 2.6 kilometre foot race to the finish. For those not in Prachatice, the race will be live streamed on the XTERRA YouTube channel. Start lists, splits, and official times available on xterraplanet.com. Unsurprisingly, it's a Euro-heavy lineup of top contenders looking for both maximum points and top regional honours. Felix Frissier enters not only as the series leader, but also as the defending European champion. It's surely an unwelcome pressure for the Frenchman, as anything less than a perfect race could leave the door open for a charging Jens Emil Sloth-Nielsen. Arthur Serrières thrives off big pressure races, with the three-time European champion seemingly peaking at just the right time in order to make it 4. For Arthur Frissier, this could be a race of redemption. It was here that his 2023 World Cup campaign ended with a broken collarbone. And whilst 2024 may not have gone quite to plan for the Frenchman, taking the European Champs title would surely be sufficient redemption. But all eyes will be on Jens Emil Sloth-Nielsen, as the Dane looks to inflict the speed of his bike and run, change the shape of the series in the final hours. In the women's race is the anticipated return of Italy's Sandra Meyerhofer that will have fans talking. Meyerhofer and Bilwan have only gone head-to-head in 2 races this year, with the score now at 1 apiece. Both seem to be an unstoppable force this year, but there can only be one European champion. Marta Benedetto has quietly raced herself into second position in this series, and the Italian will know that 2 good results in Czech could solidify her place on the podium, whilst Elise Patiez and Anna Zender battle it out for the final step. It's the final straight of the series, with the stakes significantly raised, and now it becomes a question who can perform best under the pressure. Can Bilwan and Felix Frissier hold their nerve and shut the door on the series, or will Sloth-Nielsen set up the ultimate battle at the final stop in Italy? Will Serrières dominate again and deny everybody their points? Or will Marta the Kid Benedetto get it done to officially become a new threat at the top of the women's field? Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit the bell to get notified when we bring you with all of the action from between the tape for how it happened at Stop 6. And be sure to catch the short track race live starting at 1 PM local time, Sunday, August 11th.